Okay.
All right.
All right. The Jonas Brothers.
Anyways.
The Joe Bros. I'm the only one in merch, so I'm the only real fan. I'll let everybody know.
Well, if you ever decide to get rid of that sweater, I'll have it. 'Cause I like it.
It is a nice sweater.
I paid a lot of money for this sweater.
I
didn't get
remember.
Stupid. But I bought it online because the lines at the concert were like astronomical. And I was
Yeah.
like, it's going to be a no for me. And then I saw that they were selling the same merch online. So I just was like,
I regret not buying it at the concert though, because they had like, it was all USD pricing after and like duties and shit, like shipping. It was like, I'm not
I don't
paying
know.
that much.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's like $300
like,
later.
I'm good. Thank you.
I don't remember if this had duties on it. Like, I think when it got delivered, I didn't have to pay anything.
Well, duties are so random.
They are. That's what I'm just talking about, getting them on my nails. Like, who puts duties on nails?
It's just like whoever like receives it at the border is like, no.
It's like, actually, I'm going to fucking slap a duty on this.
If they feel like being a
hate this
dick that day. They're like, ew, she ordered nails? $24.
It's a
What an
random
embarrassing number, too. Like,
I know, like
$24.
No, but not even just $24.10.
so if anyone would like to explain to us how duties work,
Yeah, like, because we don't understand. Thank you.
I don't think there is like a process, to be honest.
could be anything.
It could be
Chaos at the
anything.
border. So
True.
we got to tighten the borders.
We gotta tighten them in.
More border patrol.
Tighten them in. Well, we're talking about the Jonas Brothers. I don't know if you picked up on that. I don't know if anyone picked up on that yet.
I don't even think we said their name yet.
No, you said Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, I said the Jonas Brothers. I'm a Jonas Brothers fan because I mentioned my sweater. I don't know what I'm saying. Eric's gonna get mad. I moved the mic. Anyways,
Shame.
fixed. Okay, I had to adjust. I was like feeling like I was sitting like this, like
Yeah.
you said you end up doing.
Yeah.
But it's
Mine
my
always
fault, 'cause
slides down.
I told him I was gonna be sitting there, so I let him set it up in that spot. But we've so we're talking about the Jonas Brothers. We've invited
One more time.
We've invited Ashley back because she's a huge Jonas Brothers fan, and she is my Jonas Brothers concert partner. So
She was on the Christmas episode.
she was on.
True.
That's the lore. That's the lore.
Yeah, that's the
That's
lore.
the lore.
Yeah.
It's all my lore.
So the Jonas Brothers are coming back to Toronto in August.
And they thought they could sell out the Rogers Center again somehow.
And charge $1,200
higher
a seat.
pricing.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know because last time they did it, they didn't sell it out. They got close. Like it wasn't like it was empty
only
in
after
there.
they
Yeah, they
dropped
were
the
not that
prices.
close.
I don't think it was that.
It was that close. I was not even worried in the slightest. I'm like, oh, I could get tickets day of, which I did.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, but like it wasn't like empty in there.
No,
But I
It
think it
wasn't
only
empty.
started selling it when they dropped all the prices.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
until
happened.
the day of, and then everything dropped.
Yeah, they had to. Cause
Yeah,
like,
so I don't
come
know
on.
how they saw what happened last time and thought, let's charge more.
So
That'll work.
my thing is it's the Rogers Center charging like the artists more to
Yeah.
float the bill of all the renovations that they did. So then that's trickling down to us
Hopefully.
having to pay more.
I'm not sure.
I feel.
Or
because
it's Nick
the
Jonas.
people,
Combo. Yeah, he's definitely involved.
Nick Jonas is definitely involved. Money hungry over there. Man thinks he's the Queen of Sheba or something like
Jealous.
that. Freaking what a guy. But I actually don't. That's a possibility.
I feel like it
the
is,
people
yeah.
who own
It's got to be some part of
Rogers,
it.
like and all that stuff, like they have a lot of money, a lot of money. Like
Corporate greed,
enough
though.
that they don't need to ask us for more. But
Well, I feel like they're
There
just
it
trying to
is.
sell out what they can for that price. Like for the
yeah, well they got
Like
us.
these idiots will buy it.
They got
Yeah,
us.
and people did.
Yeah.
us.
But even like the front row seats that were like $1,200, people were buying those.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand.
Like
people
some girl,
okay?
Some girl posted on Facebook and was like, I bought 4 shows front row. And everybody was like, what do you do for a living?
You realize that they've done this tour
Yeah.
for like the last 3 years. It's
Yeah,
been the
I
same
know.
tour.
Oh,
Like,
I know.
this time it's different. 20
Or
years.
like those people who this time around were like, do an Eras tour. It's like they did that literally last time. Where were you?
Ashley sent me a TikTok of this girl being like, if you weren't a Jonas Brothers fan, like I've been waiting for them to do an Eras tour. And I was like, am I like losing my mind? Did we not see their Eras tour 2 summers ago? Like I'm pretty sure that's
they
what
literally
they fucking did.
Don't know what you were doing, but
We were there. Like,
what is an Eras tour
it was
in
3
their mind?
hours long.
Yeah, like how much?
and they sang songs, almost every single song from every single album that they had.
yeah, they like blocked it by album.
We even got a piece of Sorry.
Yeah.
We did, that was
Like-
crazy.
Hello.
Like literally. You know what? And I will say, from that concert, Justice for Wings. That was one of my favorite songs off that last album.
Wait, didn't they sing that?
No, they just played like an instrumental of it when they like were like prepping them to come out on stage, and then they never actually like played it or sang it. I was like,
I feel like that's one of those songs where I know it, but I can never remember how it goes until I hear it. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love this song.
I love it. It's one of my
It is a good
favorites off
song.
that album. It gets me like really like comes on shuffle, and I'm like hype.
Yeah.
But anyways, so the Jonas Brothers, Ashley and I are going to the concert. We spent a little more than we did. Well, actually, if you consider
feel
what
like
we upgraded,
equivalent.
yeah, we probably spent about the same as we did last time because we're planning to upgrade to the floor again.
Classic.
So we just like we're like let's
Love an
get a
upgrade.
good amount. Let's get a good amount early.
Let's get the chunk out so it feels free.
Yeah. Because last time we paid like $250, and then I think we paid like an extra like $150.
Honestly, I can't say because I don't remember.
I think it was somewhere
You're
around
choosing
there.
to block it out.
yeah.
I think it was somewhere around there, and we were like, "Oh, that was like so."
In my
cheap.
brain, it felt like $25.
it did. It
I was
really
like,
did.
oh, an extra like $5. All right. It's like $200 extra.
I have the same plan this year. I'm just gonna wait until like a week prior and be like, do I want to go to the
Yeah.
concert?
They'll drop. Like, they'll be able to get. good
Yeah, my
seats.
sisters did the same thing. They didn't.
Yeah.
They want to go, but they didn't buy tickets yet because they were like, "Why are they so much more expensive than last time?" I'm like, "Girl, I don't know. I don't know how the Jonas Brothers minds work. Unclear."
Yeah.
But we brought Steph down. Are you okay, Fridge?
Never heard the fridge be that loud. Just making ice.
It's making.
Let's do a job.
Oh my God, our cocktail.
Oh, that's why it's making
The ice is
ice.
melting.
What is it? The SOS?
Okay, so this is called the SOS. I found it on the internet. Somebody made a bunch of Jonas Brothers themed cocktails.
Smells sweet.
Let me pull up what it says. So it says
scared.
1 sip, and it's like you're stranded on a picture perfect island. So SOS vibes. So it's got Malibu rum, orange juice, pineapple juice, which I actually found a mixture of those at the grocery store. Shout out Sobeys, and grenadine. So
Yeah.
Charles, maybe it won't be that bad,
Whoa.
Steph.
I think it'll just be really sweet.
Yeah. Oh,
Really, I can only taste pineapple juice. Really,
Same.
that is so sweet though.
it just tastes like juice.
I taste like coconut.
Tastes like
I taste
vacation.
pineapple. Yeah, it does taste like vacation.
Well, that's what it said.
But
Well,
it tastes
stranded.
like I could.
vacation stranded.
You don't taste the alcohol at all because I mean it's Malibu rum. There's not much in
Yeah.
there to begin with. But like you could give this to a child and they
You
would think
could
it's
give
juice.
this to a child, and they would think it's juice.
Like it tastes like juice.
You want your child to like go to sleep. You're like, here.
Yeah, or like have an insane sugar rush. Could be either.
See, I was planning on bringing this juice to give to my dad, and
Yeah.
he's gonna be like, "There's too much sugar in this." I'm gonna be like, "Well, too bad."
It's not bad though. I feel like it would taste good if it was like a slushy form.
Like a pina colada kind of thing.
Yeah.
This would get you like fucked up though. Like I could like
Kinda does
chug
taste
like
a
3
pina
of these.
colada. Yeah.
This is what pina coladas taste like. I haven't had one of
Yeah.
those in ages.
Like literally almost exactly. Because it's just like Malibu, I think, in
Yeah.
this too.
We're just missing the coconut milk.
Yeah. And the slushy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can consider this a hit. We're all enjoying it.
We're just sitting here sipping.
Insane hangover. I think I'm just really thirsty, to be honest.
That could be it. I
Just
drank.
like down.
I was at a party last night, and I just kept waking up in the middle of the night to like chug water.
The worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was like I didn't even have to pee when I woke up, and I was like, "Damn, girl, you just drank like a whole water bottle in the night and still didn't have to pee." So I'm dehydrated. Anyways,
Well, maybe not anymore.
not with this. Delish. So Jonas Brothers. Why do we like
You're saying
So
their
we're-
name. So Jonas Brothers.
We're talking about the Jonas Brothers.
why do we like them so much? Anyone?
Honestly, I don't even think I do.
I know I really hate Nick Jonas, like a lot.
Like Nick Jonas might be like my most hated person on this earth.
I think so. Like Nick Jonas as a singular entity can't stand that.
Like I wish that
man.
we sent him to space with Katy Perry and then left them both out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do love the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love Joe Jonas.
They just like collectively put out good music, and I think that's the hook. Like
Yeah.
that's what it is.
And
Like,
they're just, I find that
They
they're good.
perform well.
yeah.
That's what I was just gonna say. I think they're good performers because, like, after we saw that like Eras type tour, Ashley and I literally were like, "Well, now we don't have to see them ever again."
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
I don't even know why we said that.
I
That
don't
was
know why we
crazy.
said that either. I texted my mom telling her that like because I used her phone number so I can have 2 Ticketmaster accounts. So when I texted her saying like she might get a code that she needs to tell me, she was like, "What tickets are you buying now?" And I was like, "The Jonas Brothers." She's like, "Again?" Because I had also just seen them in December,
Right.
January, February.
February.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
wow.
that snowstorm night.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
just seen them. I mean, to be fair, I only paid $20 to see them that time. But I did.
You should run a tally of how much money you've spent to see the Jonas Brothers.
Honestly, it's
So then
not been
invoice
that
Nick
much.
Jonas.
It's not been that much because I've seen them 3 times. She's seen them more than me because I never got to go. My mom was
I
like,
went in 2009. That was the first time I saw them.
"Is that when you met them too?"
No,
No.
that was just like they played the Rogers Center and actually sold it out that time. Like, because that was like their
wow.
prime.
Yeah.
And I think I was on the floor, but like I was short and couldn't see
Yeah.
anything. And I was like, wow, I'm sure it's nice.
The floor is only good if you're like within those first few rows.
Yeah. Because it's not like angled. So you're just
No.
like, one person like slightly taller than you comes and you're like, well,
There's my view.
Yep.
yeah.
It was
Guess I'll
nice.
just watch the screen over here.
Yeah.
We lucked out the couple times we were on the floor for One Direction. We didn't really have too many like
Yeah.
obstructions to our view.
You know what else too? I like being on the floor, like maybe like further back, kind of where like the catwalk is, more than the
yeah.
front of the stage.
They do like go up the catwalks a lot.
Yeah, that's
So-
why.
Yeah. We were kind of where we had the Jonas Brothers tickets last time. We were kind of like
Those
it
were
worked for
good.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was
they were
good for the
good.
front stage and good for the catwalk. Yeah, there were these girls in this band that we won't name that are now Ashley and I's mortal enemies who were right in front of us, and they just kept shoving more people into the row.
I think she just screenshotted her ticket and like sent it to like
Yeah,
1,000
So at
people.
one point there was like 10 people in like a
Genius.
3-seat area. So they were like, so then I was like, because I had been debating if I was gonna get Steph or not, because I was like, what's that? Like, should I, you know? And then I was like, these girls brought like 10 people down here. I'm going to get Steph. So I brought Steph down for her favorite album.
Voyage. That was a trip.
Oh, all the way
I was
down,
like,
yeah.
they have an album called, what are you talking about?
Voyage. Their secret album.
It was a
Their
journey.
sixth,
I was like
seventh
sprinting.
studio album.
I was like, Steph, we got to get down before they start it. Anyways, that,
That
was
was
fun.
good. That was fun.
But you
That
met
was fun.
them at Bud Stage?
Yeah. I don't remember when that was. 2014 maybe?
That was when they got back together like briefly before Nick sewered the band again.
For Pom Pom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that song. It's probably their worst song, I think.
I don't even think I've ever listened to it outside of the year that they released
Yeah,
it. Like,
because it's so bad.
yeah. And I remember at a point, the only music that was available in Canada was that fucking song.
Oh, yeah.
They took all their music off of like Canadian streaming services.
Wait, remember like the weird albums they have now?
They still have those.
It's like I forget what song
I'll
it is, but
pull
it's
them
like
up.
on. They like remove
First
some songs
time?
off albums and like put it onto these weird
the albums
albums
are
that are
still,
called like Kevin something, and you're like, what is this?
The albums are still like on there, which is why I don't understand because and then Apple Music always like pulls
Oh, I hate that.
like them
tracks out,
like
yeah.
it's so
It's
weird.
just
So
really
right
easy to
now,
add on your
Absolutely no,
thing.
put it back.
Yeah. Like actually, I
So-
kind of want to, or it switches it for a different version.
yeah,
Oh my
right now
God.
one of the albums that I have some songs from in like a playlist looks like this.
Yeah.
And it's
Family
called The
Business.
Family Business. I'm
Why
like,
have I
where the
never
fuck did this come from?
That
Like,
photo looks so weird.
It's so weird. But then they're not
where's
like
that one?
they're not like in here. Like you know what I mean? Like when you go to their homepage, the albums are just so they're compilations. So here's one. Set list, the Remember This tour. So like some of the songs like
no, it's gone.
What a Man Gotta Do and
took it away.
Paranoid are like on here. Chill with Nick, EP.
What is this?
And it's just songs that he likes. So like Close by him and Tovlo, I believe, used to
Oh,
be
same Nick.
like that's the only one that's left. Chill with Nick. His is the
They
only
took
one
the Kevin
remaining.
one
Of
away.
course.
And the Joe one.
Of course, Nick's is the only
It was
one.
probably
that's
his
left.
idea, and the others were like, "No,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore." And he was like, "Fine, I'm leaving mine up."
Because Nick's obsessed with himself.
Remember
God.
when the picture of his kid got released and it was just the back of her head and everyone was like, that's Nick Jonas's head. It was like before anyone saw her face.
Yeah, that's definitely Nick Jonas's kid. Look at that head. But I never got to see them like in their prime because my mom wasn't really like comfortable like letting me go to a concert when I was like younger with like somebody that she didn't know or like whatever. But then she also was like, I'm not gonna sit through this concert. I want to go see these people. So I remember when they came back that time at Bud Stage when they like, and I was like to my mom, I was like, I need to go, like. And she was like, you don't need to. There was some reason that I couldn't go, like something came up or something. And she's like, they're gonna come back. And I was like, what if they break up again?
I mean, she was right. though.
Yeah, but they broke up again. I was right first.
Yeah, but she's like been proven right time and time again because they keep going on tour.
They do now, but at the
Yeah.
time, it was a big. I remember when Sucker came out, I literally was like having heart palpitations. I was like, I can't believe the Jonas Brothers are actually back. I was like,
Yeah. You know what's crazy is I thought One Direction would come back before the Jonas
Yeah.
Brothers, and here we
And
are.
here we are, third Jonas Brothers tour in 5 years. Still no One Direction.
Yeah, and we're
now
down a
someone's
member. Yeah, like
Well,
crazy.
we're never
is
gonna
crazy.
we're never gonna get to see One Direction again. Like technically, on a technical level,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're never gonna get to. See
I also
them
just
again.
don't know if they're going to reunite because they had the perfect opportunity and they were like, nah.
Yeah, they were like, nah, it's too soon. But I don't think they're gonna be like, it's not the same.
You know
Yeah.
it's not, but also like fuck you guys. Sorry. I hate them so much for doing this to us. Like, hi, sorry, me just spending ass loads of time and money on you guys for 10 years and then you're just like
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, cool, thanks guys.
So the Jonas Brothers.
And then like, where's Harry Styles right now?
I don't know. He's probably in Italy.
I was gonna say he's in Rome.
Yeah.
Just living on his
Tuscany.
own time.
Riding a bike somewhere.
Yeah.
Getting did you guys
Delivering
see that
milk.
video of him where he like ran alongside some
Oh
people,
yeah,
but it looked like
there was
he
like a running
getting
club.
chased?
There was like a running club, and he decided to join it because
But
they
it-
were like running, but it looked like,
Like he
they
was
were
getting
chasing him
Really?
because he like started running as they approached him.
So he like
So it just looked like he was sprinting away from them.
I need to see that. I saw the one of him in a marathon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
one too.
hilarious. And then some people like found his number in it and like his time, and they were like, "Wow, he did really good." And they were like, "He could join the Olympics."
Oh my god.
I'm so glad there's still those psycho One Direction fans
I was
out
like,
there.
"How did you even find this?
I'm
Like, you couldn't
so
even see his
glad.
number on his shirt."
It makes me so happy that people from that era still exist, like the crazies who like stalked
Yeah.
their every move. I'm like, thank you for your service.
I do kind of feel like the Jonas Brothers ignited that.
I
Oh,
would have to
definitely,
agree.
yeah.
When you watch their documentary,
Mm-hmm.
the one where the tour they were on, it was like the Burn It Up tour or whatever, when the album came out.
Like
Oh,
the
that
concert
was-
tour or like a
Yeah,
documentary?
it was like a concert tour / documentary.
Yeah, but the Burn Up one when they released that, I remember they like closed Times Square.
Yeah.
for the release.
Like some of the
it was
shots in
crazy.
the in that concert
They went to
movie
like
are
the HMV
crazy.
and it was like multi-level.
Why does that always fall?
And I think the HMV was like filled with fans because they like let people come in to like buy the album at midnight, and it was like insane.
Yeah, and people were like
God.
chasing
People were like
their cars.
trying to like mull them down.
People were chasing their cars. I'm telling you, next time you come over, we have to watch that movie.
You have
I
it?
have it on DVD. I bought it for like $8 when I used to work at that
That
video
was the one
rental
that was
store.
like
Oh.
3D, right?
Yeah.
And the only 3D thing was when Nick threw the drumstick in the air.
Right.
And you're like,
Okay, I know
I
that one.
paid like $20 for that.
Yeah. The kickflip that Nick and Joe do.
Yeah.
Where they like do the hands like toom, toom, and then like kick Nick off and he goes into a flip or whatever. Really, Joe can't do flips. He just twists.
And plays the tambourine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's very not talented. Sorry to this man, but like when you
but
compare,
he's Joe.
but he's Joe. Yeah, but when
he
you
got
compare
better
his
at
talents
singing.
to Nick, like as much as I hate Nick can fucking do everything.
Yeah.
Nick can play the drums. Nick can play
Mm.
the piano. Nick can play the guitar. Nick can compose music. Nick can actually do flips.
Actually, do flips.
So can Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin.
yeah,
can do
and
flips,
Kevin's
too.
a contractor. Well, he was.
What?
I didn't know
On
that.
his show, he had like
Married
a
to
show.
Jonas?
Married to Jonas. He was a contractor
Side hustle.
for a little bit. And,
I don't remember that.
I
at
don't
all.
remember
Yeah,
that
he
either.
was like working on people's houses for a bit.
On that note, they should bring back Married to Jonas.
I liked Married.
Is it
love
streaming
I liked
anywhere? I
when
might
he
watch
tried
it.
to like fix their fence, and then he like fucked it up, and then there was just a hole in the backyard.
I
And
remember
Danielle
that.
came home and was like, "What?" And then he just like took the like thing he was working with, like that machine he was driving, and like picked up a piece of the fence and threw it in the hole. And was like, "I'm done." She was like, "What?"
Contractor.
Boom.
I liked that show though.
The only thing I remember about that show is the plot line about Danielle trying to get pregnant or the
and
pressure
the parents
of
were
getting
way
pregnant.
too involved.
Yeah. Way too involved.
Papa Jonas.
The OG Kevin.
Yeah, true.
The OG Kevin. Well, yeah, because were they still trying to like pretend they were in their like purity ring era when Married to Jonas was on?
I mean, I feel like we passed that at that point.
Yeah. It was probably like just shy or like just after.
I feel like Joe ruined it for everybody.
Wow. Joe's a little slut. Joe's a little slut. It's okay.
Yeah.
We love him. We hate Nick. I literally, when I went to that $20 concert, me and my friend that I went with, Lauren, we were in the line, like waiting to get in. I was like, if Nick Jonas and Joe Jonas play Jealous and Cake by the Ocean, I'm going to lose my fucking mind because this is a Jonas Brothers 20th anniversary concert, not a solo concert. And everybody in the line was like, I'm like, true. And then lo and behold,
They played it.
they played them both.
I like Cake by the Ocean.
I can get down with it. I am a lover of Jealous, though. I love it.
I liked for that little bit on tour when Joe was singing part of the song.
Yeah.
And he was like killing it, and everybody online was like, "Oh my god, Joe should sing Jealous." And then Nick made him stop singing it. He like was like, "No," and then he took back the song.
So Nick.
Collaborative effort. No, I
He's
literally,
like,
but
absolutely not. This is my song.
when they busted out Jealous, I literally FaceTimed Ashley, just like
just dead faced.
I was like,
I
can
was
you?
like-
And I was like, she'll pick up on why I'm looking like this. Just give her a second to find the music. And then she started dying laughing. She was like, I hear Jealous. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit ass song. Which I'm sure I'll have to hear for the millionth time come August when we go see them again.
For sure. He has better song. I don't know. I like what's that
play
song?
Chains.
Chainsaw.
No.
Chains.
I like Chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
It's just
Yeah.
chains.
No, there's Chainsaw.
There is Chainsaw
Oh.
too, but like,
Fuck, it's got 2 chain related songs.
Yeah.
that's enough.
I like Levels.
Levels.
It's a good like running song. Get on my elevator.
No, that one's too like girly pop for me, I think.
What was some of the other ones that
Oh
he had?
wait. There's another one.
Close.
Oh,
I
that's
like-
the Tovlo one.
I like the Chains Just a Gent remix.
You show me that.
I definitely
He has
have.
one called Champagne Problems. I
Oh, that's a
think.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I cannot remember how any of these go because like Jealous is just right. It lives in my head rent free.
Every song like Champagne Problems, he starts singing Jealous.
Doesn't he have like some sort of like astronaut song too?
Astronaut.
Or am I just remembering like his album cover also was an astronaut?
Can we talk a bit about See No More by Joe Jonas?
Oh yeah,
That song sucked.
Fast Life. His album.
Life.
That was the whole album.
Oh, that was right. He had a whole album after that.
Yeah. And then he went on
Sorry.
tour.
Oh, his album was called Spaceman. I knew something had to do with space.
But why?
He also has like
'Cause
an
Elon Musk.
Oh, right. That tweet that he.
Yeah.
He's got a song called Bacon featuring Ty
yeah.
Dolla Sign.
Oh yeah, he's like throw some bacon on it.
Oh yeah, and then he did that. Then he did that 50 Shades of Grey bomb biddy bomb. You guys remember that one?
Vaguely.
I wish I didn't.
He does a song. Oh, Find You. I remember that
that?
one.
Yeah.
I look to you in the middle of
Find
the
you.
sun.
I don't think I
I
know that.
never really know just where to find you.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Yeah, that one's fine.
No.
Selfish. That one was featuring the Jonas Brothers. I don't think I've ever listened to
How
that one.
Is he,
embarrassing.
like-
Is he okay?
Like, does he sing?
Nick, are you well?
Nick makes a song called Selfish and features his
You can't
brothers on
feature-
it. I'm like,
That's
that's
crazy.
you,
Like,
Nick.
he would have to put Kevin and Joe. Like, he can't also feature himself again as the Jonas Brothers.
Listen, there's a lot of stuff that Nick Jonas does.
It's like Hannah Montana
doesn't make
era.
any
Yeah, he's like
sense.
duetting with himself.
He also tried to do like
Nick.
a Selena Gomez-esque, like when she used to be Selena
Oh.
Gomez in the scene. And then
Oh,
he
yeah,
Nick
came
in
out-
the
Jonas-
administration.
Yeah.
When I saw that on the poster, I almost didn't buy tickets.
Who
'Cause
I
was like,
am.
I hate the administration.
That's right. That was that song.
And they like had jazz breaks in the song. But they're like 60-year-old men. And then Nick was like 20.
He had a moment.
Nick really thinks he's
was
like
crazy.
the like hottest musician out there.
That
Like,
feels like a fever dream.
Wait, I remember that tour with the administration, I think it was, or maybe it wasn't. It was when I went to go see him, and then we went to like the after party thing, and then this girl was really drunk and she kept like stumbling and falling on the floor. And Nick was like talking to us, and he was like, "I remember my first beer."
oh my
was
god,
like,
I hate
this
Nick
one
Jonas
in
so
your
much.
hand. Like,
Do you mean the one you're
Yeah.
holding?
I hate Nick Jonas so much. I remember,
and he was wearing a fedora
Such a Nick Jonas
while
thing
he
to
said
say.
that.
Stop.
It was all
That's
bad.
so embarrassing. I bet he hates that you brought that up.
Nick Jonas.
I will never stop bringing it up.
Nick Jonas acts like he's like a 50-year-old man going through a midlife crisis. Like that is
Maybe
literally
he
his
is.
energy.
His whole life is a midlife crisis.
What a
Keep
guy.
singing Jealous, so
Yeah, true.
keep singing
Gross. Well, we'll hear it again in August. What else? They also did stuff we had in here that they
Camp
did.
Rock.
Well, yeah. How can
have
we
we
not
not
talked
talked
about
about
Camp Rock yet? That was like a literal.
it. Are we the Jonas Brothers?
Why are we all acting like we're like delirious right now? Like, what's going on?
It's the sugar.
We're on a sugar high.
I'm 10 again. I haven't had this much sugar since I was literally 10 years old.
You're gonna have to go do the zoomies around your house again later.
Have you watched Camp Rock recently? Like Joe's dance moves?
Oh yeah, that friggin'.
But his lip gloss,
Oh my god, the straightened hair, Nick's fucking scarves in the first movie.
Kevin's sideburns.
Woof.
And Kevin building a birdhouse.
Yeah, that was always.
That was like his plot
so
for the
funny.
movies.
They were like, what can we do with this side character who just kind of has to be here because he's a brother?
Yeah, his sideburns were really bad. And they all wore those like suit vests
And then
for like 3 years.
Joe always wore like the world's tightest pants that were somehow like still falling off him at the top.
And they
though.
were like bright.
Because they were
blue.
that low rise.
Yeah. So they were like fall like almost like diapered around his like waist, and then they were like down the like leg. And then they had their TV shows. That was a whole other moment, like
Jonas.
just Jonas and then like
Weren't
Jonas
they like
LA.
spies in that show or something?
Oh, yeah. They were, no,
No,
they were something.
Yeah.
I don't want to, no, they weren't like rock stars.
Or maybe
were
they were rock stars.
Jonas LA. They were rock stars. Jonas, they like just went to school.
Yeah, but I think it was, they were like quote unquote rock stars, but they still wanted to live it. So
They were
Hannah Montana. Yeah, they were Hannah
Montana.
Montana.
Was that what
They were
it
Hannah
was?
Montana.
And then Sheena was the pizza girl.
Sheena was the pizza girl. I can't get over that. I'll never get over that. Fucking Sheena.
Oh wait, remember
With the pizza girl.
the Jonas Con thing they just did that was in a water park? Did you see this
Oh,
video?
Sheena was there.
Honestly,
Sheena was
very,
there.
very embarrassing for all the fans who went to that. No offense.
Some people didn't even know that it was like at a water park until they like got the email a couple days before, and they were like, "Oh,
There's like a
I
family
bought the
of four
water park ticket."
Yeah.
This is the overview of Jonas. Musicians, the Jonas Brothers, star in a single camera sitcom as, surprise, rock star brothers Kevin, Joe, and Nick Lucas of the band Jonas.
Like, why even change their last name at that
When the
point?
trio are not on tour, the guys live in New Jersey on Jonas Street, the inspiration for the band's name, with their parents, Tom and Sandy, and little brother Frankie. They attend Horace
Was
Mantis.
Frankie in it?
Apparently, they attend Horace Mantis Academy and clown around with their childhood friend Stella Malone, who offers the boys endless
Oh
style
yeah, she
tips.
was Chelsea. Whatever
Yeah,
her name
and her
is.
best friend Macy Misa, Horace's star athlete. Anyways,
I can't believe that was real.
yeah.
It was on for a
See,
bit.
so it was just called Jonas it was only 2 seasons, shockingly. It felt like it was way longer than that. It was only Jonas for the first season, and then the second season it was Jonas LA.
Right, because they
Went to
upgraded.
LA, baby, they should sing that song. You know what song?
Driving down. They should
They
sing
should
that
sing
song.
that song. And you know what other song they should sing that is conveniently left off of all their set lists?
Tell us.
Live to Party. You gotta live to party.
Feet Hannah Montana.
Freaking banger. Banger.
Yeah.
Justice for Live to Party and Jonas LA. I
Yeah.
have Jonas
I mean,
LA
they might
on my
this
summer
time.
playlist.
I would love to hear Jonas LA live.
Or LA Baby, I think it's actually called. That's my
Yeah.
the whole show. I'd love to see a
one.
live performance of the show.
Honestly,
Scene
Nick,
one.
honestly, Nick would be into that.
He would. He's in that
Performance
Broadway
piece.
show.
Right now? He wasn't.
Something 5 years. The next 5 years.
I think I have that here.
Oh, I think wasn't that Jeremy Jordan before? I think my cousin Kate was supposed to be Jeremy.
The last
see
5
Jeremy
years.
Oh yeah.
Jordan in that. They've been doing stuff.
Yeah, they're
Let
busy.
me tell ya.
Remember when they canceled their whole like European leg of the tour so that Nick could go on Broadway like last year or like 2 years ago?
No.
And
but
Joe was supposed to go on Broadway, but then he never did.
I don't think he's a Broadway kind of guy.
No.
No.
He's not strong. He's not strong enough. Joe can't even remember the lyrics to his own songs that he's been singing for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Like the man literally cannot remember the lyrics to freaking Jonas Brothers songs. How is he going to perform on Broadway?
But he sang Vacation Eyes really well. That whole last tour. Yeah. Like when people were calling it like Jocation Eyes and they were like making all those edits of him.
You know what he's gonna
Kill it.
he's gonna you know what he's gonna perform because he's performed it every time they've performed since the video of him singing it the first time went viral. that cover that he's been doing. What the hell is it? Oh, now I don't remember. He's been doing a cover though.
Oh.
you
Of
know.
what?
Oh.
You know.
Oh. It was like at New Year's Eve or something.
Yeah, he did it, and then
It wasn't the Cranberries song, was it? Was it
Oh,
that
it is
one?
that.
It is
is
Cranberry.
that.
You're right.
'Cause I can
think you're
hear the
right.
sound.
Yeah. I hear
Yeah.
Joe.
So
Hear it.
he's been like performing the shit out of that because that's his like little like nugget of like everyone thinks I'm hot right now. So he performed that also at the 20th anniversary thing, and I was like, what is happening right now? So I'm sure we'll hear it again.
They really
at
know.
the
Performed
concert.
it there?
He did.
Weird.
I'm telling you, they hold on to these like little nuggets of like viral like moments that like people think they're like hot. So that's why like then after that Vacation Eyes thing, it became like a whole production.
Well, that's like Joe's thing is that
Yeah.
he's hot.
Well,
so he has to
because-
hang on to what he can.
He is-
Thank God he's not bald, you know?
Oh my God,
True.
right?
So true.
Thank God none of them are bald, to be honest. I really don't think they would look good without hair.
No. I mean,
Their
could
heads are all
try.
way too big, first of all. They have huge heads.
Kevin's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, God. Kevin's head,
Kevin's
bald.
for
Damn. And then they have those, do you guys have like any like moments from like when you hear them perform a song or like even when you just listen to the song where there's like a moment from like watching them perform it that like takes over? like I think like SOS. I always think of like Kevin.
Oh, I always think of that
know?
too. Kevin's SOS dance.
Yeah.
What else? There's one video from like way back in the day, like 2007 era, where they're performing outside, and I think it's either That's Just the Way We Roll, or what's that other song that's kind of similar to that? It's like She's Still
Still in love with you.
in Love with You.
Two bangers.
There's something that happens, and every time I hear the song, I think of Kevin saying something. I can't think of it right now, but
But like Joe scraping up his knees when they performed SOS at the AMAs. That
Oh
one
yeah,
time.
and he like got glass cuts.
Yeah,
or
he
something.
fell through the broken
Right.
glass. Cut up his
so
knees.
theatrical.
Joe. That's what you get for flipping around the stage.
Yeah. You know what? I never understood why they released Love Bug with all the ad lib in it.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, they're bringing pizza. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why is there just not a normal version of that song existing out in the universe? It's like,
don't know.
my pencil.
yeah. Like, what?
I have no idea.
Or is there and I'm just not aware of it?
No,
No,
that's
that's the
like
album
the album
version.
version. Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
What a
That's like that
great
one Harry
song.
Styles song at the end where they have, or no, at the beginning. He has like one like that, and I forget what it is now.
Well, there's the one Cherry where it like ends with like the voice notes of
no,
his like
not
ex-girlfriend.
that one. But yeah,
Bold.
I know that song. That whole album, I'm like I love that album so much. And I'm like, I can't believe he wrote that album about one person. Like, I would actually die if I was the person that he wrote that album about. Like, it's so nice.
I don't think I would ever recover. I would simply never move on.
Yeah.
you just be locked in a room listening to the album on repeat.
Literally. I would be like, my God, this man loves me.
Like, actually, though.
But the Jonas Brothers, I never really like associated any of their songs with their like girlfriends or whatever until
Really?
No, until they released like that most recent album. Like, it's very obvious they're singing about
Not
like,
Happiness Begins.
No, the one after that, the album.
Oh.
I think it's called the one that has like Vacation Eyes and like
yeah.
little bird. Is that what it's called? And all that
Really?
jazz.
Well, like,
What about Sorry? Isn't that about Miley Cyrus?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I never like. I just was like, these are just Jonas Brothers songs. I never,
Oh.
or like obviously I knew like we're just friends or whatever was about Miley Cyrus, just friends.
Before the Storm.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Good one.
she's in that one.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Such a good song. Or even just like Burning Up, the fact that Selena Gomez is
video,
in the
yeah.
fucking video.
or Love
Yeah.
Bug. Like,
Yeah,
has Joey
Camilla
Lauren,
Bell.
yeah.
That's right. They were very like. Yeah, I honestly think like
For a
you
man
said,
who had
I
like
think
34 girlfriends, like he sure included them in everything
He
he
really
did.
did. They were like the blueprint. Like really. Like when you
Yeah.
think back to like the videos that they would make and post on YouTube, like nobody was like doing that at that time until they started doing it. Like putting their girlfriends in everything was like not really like a common thing.
Yeah, the love triangles.
Yeah, like
Joe breaking up with Taylor Swift.
In
over
27
over the
seconds.
text or over the
Yeah.
phone. Yeah. He was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I forgot. I
What?
literally forgot he dated Gigi Hadid until
Oh, yeah.
they
I
popped up,
forgot
and I was
about
like,
that.
"Oh my God, he dated Gigi Hadid." That's
also
right.
I think it
forgot.
was really short, but like in my brain, that was like 5 years.
Yeah. Well, they had like
I don't think they dated that long.
they were
Yeah.
on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They attended one of
And he got in
Yolanda's
trouble for
Lime
that, I
events.
think, because like
The age.
he like had asked her out when she was still like underage, and then like waited.
I'll wait for you.
Oh,
I
Joe.
was like, oh,
Like I said, such a little.
She's
slut.
our age, right? Like me and you, Laura?
I
I think she is.
don't
I think
Yeah.
she's like 28,
remember.
29. I feel like.
Then she went to another boy band.
That gave me hope back in the day when they started dating. I was like, wow, he's dating someone 6 years younger than him. There's hope for me and Joe.
Oh, I know. Then he ended up marrying someone even younger than us.
Yeah.
What a guy.
What a guy.
True.
Yeah, that was like for me, like I remember like when I looked up Joe Jonas's age, I was like, wow, that's really sad. He's that much older than me.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
really you have those like me and this man. And then you like get the reality check.
It's
when you-
not-
like that's the reality
Yeah,
check
I'm
when
gonna
you look
say.
up the age. Like you're
Not
like,
that they're a
damn.
celebrity. It's
It's not that you're never going to cross paths with
Yeah.
them in a natural setting. It's that he's got quite an age
He's
gap.
too old. And you're like, ah.
Damn.
I was always mad that Nick was like born the same year as me because I was like, now I'll never get to date Joe.
Again, like that was preventing.
Nick was in my way.
But really, though, he's always in the way.
He's always
Yeah,
in the
I was
way.
there.
Could you imagine having Nick Jonas as your brother-in-law? Ugh.
Condolences.
That would be rough. That would be so rough. I feel like he's just one of those people who would just like make like little like jabs at things you said like all night, and you would just be like, "Can you shut up?"
Yeah, he seems like he's an instigator.
Definitely. Or like you'd be at a family party and he'd like pull out a guitar.
Oh my god, and make you listen to him sing for like 10 minutes, and you'd be like, ugh. That just happened on an episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that I watched. Like the one housewife, her like boyfriend is like a singer. Guys, this man comes on my screen. I'm like, why do I know this man? Why do I know this man? Do you guys remember V Factory?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, that was like a band that
Very
had
niche.
like two songs. One of the guys
it's a
in V
band.
Factory. Yeah, one of the guys in V Factory like dated Ashley Tisdale for a while.
Who?
Back in the day. Like his name was like Jared.
Oh, I think I
And he
remember
was like a
him.
background dancer. Anyways, this man was in that V Factory band.
The
His name's
Jared guy?
Asher.
Oh.
No, it's Asher. It's the other one. And
Asher's a horrible name.
right. Anyways, they're at like a Christmas party, and he like gathers everybody in the room to like watch him sing. And I was like sitting there being like, this is so cringy. And then they pan to all the housewives. They're all crying. I'm like, what's happening right now?
They live in a different universe, Laura.
Yeah. Anyways, Nick Jonas would definitely whip out
Yeah.
a guitar and make you listen to him sing. Weird. Do you remember when they were on Hannah Montana? That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was peak Nick and Miley dating.
Was.
Peak.
Peak.
They gave
I-
us so
what?
much content.
They really did. 7 things. Wow.
Oh my, we wouldn't have had 7 things without Nick Jonas.
just
So
true.
thank you for that.
Thanks for
He
being
did one
such a
thing
shit.
right.
Thanks for being such a shit, Nick Jonas, that you gave us that absolutely incredible breakup banger. Much obliged.
So there's some good in what he does.
Yeah. And the content that other people have gotten.
I
from
love that
dating him.
Kevin is just like existing throughout all of this, like living a semi-normal life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he just has a family and like a house in
Well,
New Jersey.
doesn't he like host some sort of like show with Frankie about like celebrity connections?
Oh, like a game show. Yeah.
Yeah.
is that still on?
I don't know if it's still
I think
on.
it was last year.
It was like you had to guess who the celebrity
Like they
relative
were like
was.
related.
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never watched it.
Neither did I. Just saw
I watched the
clips on
first
TikTok.
season actually, but I don't think I finished it. It was like it's all like B-list at most celebrities.
Yeah.
Maybe you get like one.
But it's like
Is
you're not
Keke
actually getting to
Palmer?
see the celebrity. You just find out that they're related, and you're,
You're
like,
like, well,
"Oh."
that's
Yeah,
nice.
it's like all right.
You're like,
Cool.
okay. Do you guys think it absolutely infuriated Nick Jonas that DNCE was more successful than him?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because it definitely
He tried
was.
so many he broke up the band so many times to make side projects to become famous, and none of them worked.
and then one song from DNCE.
Bro, did they have
That's probably
any
why
other
he's like,
songs?
we have to get the band back together. Joe cannot become more famous than me.
That's it. You clocked it.
Like, fuck DNC.
They had that toothbrush song, which
I like that
honestly-
one.
No, I don't.
No,
like it. It wasn't my
like it.
favorite. That one, and then another one. That
they had
wasn't.
one like Jinx or something.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
Well,
like
he
a
like
slow song.
He like stole 80% of the band to make that band, and now they're all just like in the Jonas
Jonas
Brothers
Brothers.
together
Yeah.
again.
The lore of the Jonas Brothers is actually like
Honestly,
crazy.
I would have liked like a reality show when they like hated each other because Nick broke up the band, to just
Yeah.
see like how the conversations went when Joe was like, I'm taking these people to join my band. Like telling Nick that when he found out, he probably was like flipping tables in his house.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
He was probably so mad. I think like the crux of Nick being like, this needs to be about me is like, because I think originally it was just supposed to be him that was
He was the star.
The star. Because like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video when they were like really young
Oh, yeah.
and he was on the
So.
news.
Yeah,
And he was
yeah.
like, yeah, and these are like my brothers. And like Joe's just in the background being like, so I think Nick was supposed to be like the guy. But then it ended up being like, actually, nobody gives a fuck about you without your brothers.
Yeah, the lore isn't there without them.
So he was like,
Well, they did have that one documentary. Was it Chasing Happiness?
Oh yeah.
Where they kind of like, I remember them sitting at like a table in like a dark room together, like doing like answering questions out of a hat. Like, this is so traumatic.
they were like, there was like some like really like moments in there where you're like, damn, like Nick sucks. Like
kinda
he was
wanna
just
rewatch
so
it.
mean.
He was.
Like just and like it wasn't even just that he like broke up the band. Like he would like say mean shit.
Like
to
they
them.
weren't brothers for 3 years.
Like I just remember, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a clip and they're like trying to like work something out and he just like throws just like such a like deep cutting line at Kevin and I
He
was
is a
like,
Virgo.
bro, I was like, just like what?
What did Kevin ever do to you?
Literally.
Like Kevin of all
Yeah,
brothers.
he's just gonna knock Kevin down like that.
Don't fucking go at Kevin. Yeah. I'll fight you.
Don't come for Kevin. Kevin is an unproblematic
Kevin
king.
can't defend himself.
Kevin is an unproblematic king. We
I
need
love all the
to-
videos of like Kevin like kind of singing and people being like, oh my God, why don't they let him sing more? As if like it's something like he probably just doesn't want to.
Yeah.
I
Like
think
he's like
for
caged
a
animal.
while, they like didn't give him a mic, and then for a while they gave him one, but it was off.
So
Like when you give your
mean.
young cousin an unplugged
Then I
controller.
think they finally turned it on like years later.
He
Like,
had
do you
a-
think they told him it was on?
he had a Nile arc.
He did. Slay Kevin.
Slay Kevin. I will one more thing before we do some rapid fire. I will say another moment that they like because they each not Kevin because as we said he's unproblematic between Joe and Nick. They have like those moments right that
Even
they like
Frankie.
hang on to. Another one that we didn't talk about was Introducing Me. Bro, Nick sang that song
Oh, God.
any chance he got. Any chance.
Is that
he
the one
got.
from Camp
The
Rock?
Yeah.
Toenail Moon song.
Yeah, because everybody was like, "Oh my God, look how fast he sings it at the end,"
Like
and it became
he
like
learned
this, like,
the lyrics.
fascinating,
Like yeah.
like thing.
Like that's okay.
Yeah, I just remember he was on. That was when he was first on Broadway when he did that like that business show that like Daniel
yeah.
Radcliffe did too,
Yeah.
and he would like go around on like the streets and get like filmed like singing that song, and he
Okay.
would just like try to
He's,
sing
like, busking in New
as
York
fa-
on the
He
subway.
was.
What a
And he was
loser.
just trying to sing it as like fast as he could, and it was just like he was having
Wasn't
his moment.
that unlocked something in me? Wasn't Kevin on The Apprentice? Or am I like hallucinating that?
think
I'll
he
Google it.
was.
I will Google it.
There's some, I know he was on Minute to Win It because he was obsessed.
Yes. Oh
with
my
that
God. I
show.
remember that episode. I loved that show. I loved Minute to Win It. And when Kevin showed up, I was like, worlds colliding.
I know. I have that on Wii. That game.
Really?
Great stuff. Let me
I don't know
look.
why I feel like
Apprentice.
he was on The Apprentice. Again, super. Everything they do is like so random and
It
chaotic.
is.
But then somehow they all
He
come
was. He
back
was on the
together.
Celebrity Apprentice in
Oh,
2014.
damn.
He was.
Slay.
He absolutely was.
Kevin's side quests. They're so
Oh yeah,
weird.
because he had like a big beef with Geraldo Rivera.
Who?
He was
Where's
like
this
that.
man
He was like an
now?
older man with like a mustache.
But like, who is he?
I'll show you a picture. It says this Geraldo guy seemed to undermine Jonas's authority as a team leader. Sounds like Nick.
Kevin had flashbacks and lost his shit.
Hey, this guy's got PTSD like he was in the war.
Geraldo Rivera he's an American journalist and attorney.
Oh my god.
What a loser. How are you going to undermine Kevin like that?
Yeah, like come
you
on.
look like that.
Yeah.
Put some respect on Kevin's name.
Kevin's the oldest brother.
All right. Let's do some rapid fire questions. We already kind of talked about this, but which Jonas brother has the best solo music? Honestly, I can't pick. I really don't like much of
I mean,
what they've done
unfortunately,
solo.
it's probably gonna have to be Nick.
It's probably didn't Joe just release a solo song?
That's true. I did really. He
I
At least a
listened to
couple
it.
singles, yeah.
because he has an album coming out.
I think See No More was so bad that Nick by default wins this.
yeah. By streams, Nick wins.
I will give it to Nick because I do know more of his solo songs
Right.
than I know of Joe. So I will give it to Nick.
Yeah,
You want to ask the next one?
sure, I can ask it. If you could only listen to one Jonas Brothers album for the rest of your life, which would it be?
A little bit longer.
Yes, correct.
What do we got? Lines, Vines, and Trying Times. A little bit longer. Happiness Begins.
Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers. I feel like I'm
And the
missing
album.
one. The album.
Wait,
That's
what
the
was that
last one.
first one with like Time for Me to Fly? It's like red. It's about time.
Oh, God. I
with
don't even
Mandy?
think that's like.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's
Time for
streaming.
Me to Fly. When Nick's voice is like 10 octaves higher.
Before he hit puberty, he was like fucking 12 when that album came out.
I gotta add Mandy to my
Good one.
library. I think I would pick. I think I would pick Happiness Begins.
Yeah,
just because I listen to it most regularly.
That's fair.
Okay.
Wait, what did you pick?
I said it a little
Okay.
bit longer as well. That would be mine as well. Most underrated Jonas Brothers song.
Does I Believe count?
I would say so.
Like, is that considered underrated?
It's
I
not
think
like
so.
on regular rotation for me, so I would say sure because
That's the one that's coming to mind. I love that song. There's another one I'm thinking of too, though.
honestly, is Tonight underrated?
Yeah, I kind of consider
Right?
it.
I would say Tonight. I feel like that song doesn't get enough. Like that Tonight. I fucking love that.
That is such a good. Even Good Night and Goodbye is not underrated. Never mind.
I think games. I don't know if that. I love games.
I could see that being underrated. I would
I
say
don't
that.
even really know that one. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
So
one.
yeah.
So yeah.
No. What did you just say? Good night and goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the concert we went to.
Yeah, they were doing the one where they did Scotiabank Arena. It was like their first one
Oh,
back,
yeah.
and they did the 2 nights. They were like, they would go and like ask for requests. I swear I almost busted my vocal cords screaming. Me and Steph were like, good night and goodbye.
Did they sing
And then,
it?
Nick, and then
You hear
Nick's like,
Nick?
I'm hearing someone saying good night and goodbye. And Steph were like, what?
Did they sing it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice.
So we Good Night and Goodbye.
Woo woo.
This says it's on my workout playlist. That song.
That is a good one.
All right.
Where we at? We talked most underrated Jonas Brothers song. Pick one to go on a road trip with Nick, Joe, or Kevin. Joe.
Joe.
Hear me out. Kevin's a handyman.
That's true. It's true.
Kevin's a contractor. I think I would pick Joe too.
Okay, which Jonas brother would survive a zombie apocalypse?
Kevin.
Devin. Joe would be the first to die. He's
Absolutely.
He's not smart enough.
Nick is the guy that thinks he's going to
Nick would,
survive, and then
like-
he just does
Nick would
something
just walk
stupid.
out into like the street.
Yeah, like
and,
he thinks he's
die.
indestructible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely Kevin. You
Kevin.
win.
He knows how to use heavy machinery.
Kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
I was gonna be like, he has kids, but the other ones also have kids. Forgot. Most dramatic Jonas Brothers song.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, or what else?
If it was going by like music videos, it would be SOS. When Kevin like gets that text that he does, it's like I like you, but I don't, like you. And then he
that.
throws
And then
his phone in the garbage. You're like, you can delete.
That is valid. That is dramatic.
I would
Sorry.
say sorry though.
A little bit longer is dramatic.
Oh,
but
a little
not-
bit longer. So dramatic.
he literally
Yeah.
convinced everybody in the world he was dying.
That's so true.
He was nowhere near death.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, can you believe he has diabetes? Like, he went to the doctor.
Remember
He said he was going to have
sobbing in
to
his
live a little
speech
bit
at the concert
longer.
when he was like piano.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So maybe actually a little bit longer. I think you're right, Ashley.
But sorry too.
Sorry, it's dramatic.
I
When
can't even
I-
remember songs off of their Lines, Vines, and Trying Times album
3.
other than Fly With Me, Paranoid,
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
That's it. Those are the only ones I know.
Before the storm.
Before the Storm.
Oh, how we could forget that?
How did we forget
I
that?
don't know.
Good one.
It's a good one. No, when I think of sorry, I think part of what makes it more dramatic in my head is I always just picture when we listened to it in Tay's car and she put her fucking seat back and at the beginning song was like, dun, she's like slowly raising.
The drama.
We would just go in Tay's car and listen to fucking music. Like we didn't even go anywhere. We just parked next to
Well,
the
when
park.
you were like poor in high school.
Yeah,
really.
what else were you gonna do?
Like, we clearly there are memories. So
Yeah.
a Jonas Brothers song that deserves its own Netflix movie. It's a good
Ooh, I
question.
gotta think of this one. Sorry.
I hate to keep going back to this album, but like Love Bug. Because like they did like the music video was like
Wasn't Love Bug on Lines, Vines, and Trying Times?
No.
No.
Oh no, that's on a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Love is on its way is on.
Love is on its way is
longer?
not
It's
on
on the
anything. It's on the
concert
concert
movie. Okay, right.
movie. Yeah. Great song by the way.
I'm gonna say
Great
Before
song.
the Storm.
That could be a good one.
Can be written
I
by
gotta
Nicholas
really
Sparks.
Dive into the lyrics here.
Or maybe like that one song from the new album that they wrote about their kids, that Little Bird song or whatever the heck. It could be
It's
like
really
about
Yeah,
like
a good
family
coming of
song.
age.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't think of one. Burnin' Up would be shit.
Well, they basically already made it into a Netflix
in the music
movie.
video.
It'd be
That was
so
a great
shit.
music video.
It was pretty good.
I used to, when that music video came on Family Channel, you know, because Family Channel used to like actually have like cool commercials and shit. The very end of that, when Nick's like, "For you, baby," I would literally blast the TV. Like, I would be like, everybody in the neighborhood has to hear him say this line. I loved watching that music video.
It was a good music video.
It was a great music
a lot of
video.
pyro.
They had that was a good era for music videos, that album. Like, the Love Bug music video was like so cinematic.
It was a cute video. I did like that one.
Steph's looking up. She's got to see what she wants to do.
Maybe Year 3000 might be a good one.
Ooh.
Also, though, you know it's an underrated song? Who's in Your Head?
Oh, that's like when they like went.
Like semi-separate.
no.
They were kind of still.
What's that other one where they kind of did country? It was like, "What Did I Do to Your Heart" or something.
Oh, yeah. I like What a Man Gotta Do, too, also.
No.
Thanks.
I did like that one.
No.
I knew you wouldn't like that one.
Their
No.
new Love Me to Heaven.
Oh, my God.
That
That song
song's
is
so
so
good.
good.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
It's so good.
Oh, like truly, just serotonin kick.
Oh, big time.
They really like peaked there.
They did.
They absolutely crushed it. So I'm hoping they continue the success off of that
Even, like,
song.
I feel like Vacation Eyes might be a good one.
Yeah, that could be
Just
a good
'cause
one,
I
too.
like that song,
Like a
maybe.
It's a good
rom-com.
song. It's a great summer song.
Great summer
We
song.
haven't even talked about When You Look Me in the Eyes, but
Oh my God, When You Look Me in the Eyes. See, they have so many good songs.
many.
It's ridiculous.
anyways, let's move on. What did I even say?
You said
Year 3000.
Yeah.
I'll stick with that.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd watch it, but seems like it's got some concept there.
Futuristic.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Where
your
are we?
turn.
Oh. We're taking turns.
Yeah.
By the book. Most dramatic Jonas Brothers song we did. Netflix. Who had the most iconic Disney Channel era look?
Kevin.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kevin.
Oh, his
Kevin.
sideburns. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Kevin.
I feel like
had a
Joe's hair was pretty
crazy-
like Joe and
was.
Kevin. Nick just looked like Nick.
Yeah.
What's his name? Joe's hair is like, you know that theory where it's like a girl when like her hair
And when it's curly, yeah.
I'm losing my voice. Yeah, like when it's curly and she like that's when she's like in her element. That was like Joe when he started letting his hair get curly.
Yeah.
His curly hair looks so good, and the
did.
straightening was so bad.
I even liked when he had like for the concert movie, he wasn't doing like the straight. It was kind of straight, but it still had like the
Like a
waves.
wave,
Like
yeah.
it was nice. That was like every time I watch that documentary, I'm like, fucking 19-year-old Joe was like,
The Rolling Stones cover.
he was
Oh my-
so hot.
I love that.
So good.
Had that on my door.
All right, Laura, you're up.
Yeah, a Jonas Brothers song that would crush at karaoke. Like literally all of them.
Everyone.
Truly all of them.
All of them. I think When You Look Me in the
I
Eyes
was
would be a good
thinking
one.
that too.
We should, and also sorry I didn't
Burn It
answer
Up?
your text about No Air, but we should do that one too.
About where?
About No Air.
Oh, No Air.
Everybody ignored you. That's my bad.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, speaking of karaoke, that would be a good one too. But yeah, When You Look Me in the Eyes would be a good one.
I think Burn Up could be a good like group karaoke.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could see that hitting. Or SOS too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. You know which one? Actually, you know which one underrated and would kill at karaoke? Please Be Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go really high though.
Can't stop the rain from
Yeah,
falling.
yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Steph was like, wait, how does that song go?
No, like I was singing it. But I'm like, would it be though?
No, it would be.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah. The first Jonas Brothers song you'd play for someone who's never heard them.
Ooh, that's tough.
I want to say I
Love Me
believe
to
I
Heaven.
can. Yeah, Love Me to Heaven.
I would also
I'd lock
say
somebody in.
maybe Fly With Me.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Whenever I think of that song, I just think about
Kevin
when they were the
Jonas's wedding.
cherubs in Night at the Museum. Oh my God. Two or three?
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's 2.
I literally went to see that movie only for the 3 seconds they were in.
Classic.
I was like, Kate's rap. Let's go.
Forgot they've been in so much, truly.
Yeah.
They've done it all. So this one is just simply Love Bug or When You Look Me in the Eyes.
When you look at me in the eyes, I think.
When you
I
look me in the
agree. I
eyes.
think I'm going When You Look Me in the Eyes.
I concur.
Slight edge.
Yep.
Last one, best Jonas Brothers collab song.
Ooh.
There's a few. There's Leave Before You Love Me, Who's in Your Head, Strong Enough, Live to Party. What else do we got?
Is that a collab song though? Nobody else sings on that.
On what? Live to Party?
Yeah.
They had the Hannah Montana version.
Oh, I did not know that.
I don't think you can maybe it
Whoops.
was just from the show, but
Whoops.
maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I feel like it was, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, the version I have is just that.
Mandela effect.
Interesting. Which one?
Strong Enough's kind of good.
What's the one?
I think I'm going Leave Before You Love
I'm
Me.
going Slow
That's
Motion.
a good one.
That one they did.
Who's
with,
on that?
The one they did with Marshmello?
Oh, yeah. When they collabed with DJs for those
Yeah.
2 years.
Diplo, that song they did with Diplo.
I don't remember. Oh, Lonely. That's
Yeah.
right. We don't have to be lonely.
And I don't think I even have that on my phone. I was like, no.
Yeah, I would say Slow Motion. Even though
It's-
it's a very Nick heavy song. I
Yeah.
do enjoy it.
It's Leave
Interesting.
Before You Love Me.
Yeah,
for
I'm
me.
going to go Leave Before You Love Me.
Leave Before You Love Me.
All
So that's
right.
it.
Well, that's all. That was our rapid fire
Very
or
passionate.
showdown.
Very passionate discussions about the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, if you can't
Believe it or
tell.
not, we do like them.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you
We
can't
do.
tell, we do like them. That's what happens when you really like someone. You're allowed to shit on them.
Yeah. You
called
get 2 in their
balance.
business.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys at the concert in August. Joe, look out for me in the crowd.
Just Joe.
Kevin, too, I guess.
I'll wave at Kevin.
But Nick.
Nick, don't even look at me.
Don't come near me. 10-foot pole.
Taking out a restraining order before the concert, so he has to stay away.
One night only.
Yeah.
Keep Nick behind a curtain for the concert. I'm so sorry to all the Nick girls who are going to be listening to this. Clearly, none of us are Nick girls.
I don't even hate him. I just think he's
I know.
an
I
ass.
just like making fun of him.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
an easy target.
Yes.
All right.
Be better, Nick.
Be better. Do better.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.